asalaamaaleykum askan bi ñu nuyuwaat leen fii ci Star TV seen programme bi Talk to the Nation man la seen doomu ndey Kawso Badji last week dalal nañ fi ñi nga xamante ne moom mooy di youth wing of the United Democratic Party UDP. This week ñu dalal fi beneen political party comme ni ma ko dee waxee bi nga xamante ne test na the waters. It has actually shown itself from 2016 to date di li nga xamante ne moom mooy GDC Gambia Democratic Congress. si biir kër gi ñu ngi fi am Mr Traoré ak Mr Jallow kon nag li ñoo def rek njëkkee nuyoo bi wit ki nga xamante ne moom mooy Mr Jallow su boobaa nañu wax li nga xamante ne moom mooy full turam ak position am mooy designation ban place la amee fi nga xamante ne moom mooy GDC boot gannaaw boobu tamit dinañ dalal Mr Traoré su loolu weesoo nag dinañ gën a xuus ci biir waxtaan bi di ngeen xam briefly lan mooy GDC ak tamit li nga xamante ne moom mooy li ko tax a jóg waaye comme ni ma ko waxee xuus nañ ci yoon bi am nañ li nga xamante ne moom mooy liñ fi def dinañu wax loolu lan la ak tamit lan mooy seen teexa bot suñ ne GDC si boppam gannaaw mu ngi continuer di ut place lan mooy war a tax nit ñi sànnil ko but also dinañ xool ndax GDC as a party mu ngee màgga wala mu ngee am njëm gannaaw yi nga xamante ne am na ko dinañ am opportunité bi nga xam ne dinañ am a free 5 minutes bu ñoo def seen campagne ñu campagne convince Gambians si convince the voters both in and outside the Gambia luy war a tax ñu sànni leen but finally dinañ jël benn time bu ndaw just to close and wrap up on li nga xamante ne moom mooy programme bi Mr Jallow you welcome to Talk to the Nation.
asalaamaaleykum wa rahmatullah Mr Badji maa ngi laa nuyu di la gërëm di la sant di la jaajëfal si liggéey bi rafet bi ngay def te wone actually ban façon ngeen nit nga ban façon ngi station ngeen amee file parce que du TV station yëpp ñooy invite all political parties te am na ñoo xam ne boor bi lañ nekk am na ñoo xam ne boor bële lañ nekk waaye yu gis nañ ne yaa ngi invite ñëpp yaa ngi bugg a indi fii Gambians yëpp ñu bokk nekk benn which should be actually ñun ñëpp suñ aim jógee foofu di nuyu suma party leader di honorable Bamba Kandeh di nuyu fii suma naataango mi Mr Traoré di nuyu GDC yëpp si Gambia bi fii ak suma collègue si diaspora bi man maa ngi tudd Abdoulaye Falla Jallow maa ngi amee the position of Director of International Relations and Diaspora of the GDC bi ma ñëw GDC was 2018 up to date maa ngi amee that position in the GDC.
Mashallah 2018.
2018 to now. You know so waaye nag comme ni nga ko waxee short introduction la and su ko defee dina bàyyi suma collègue bi tamit mu am li mu wax si boppam.
Indeed, we had Mr. Jallow. Indeed, from 2018 to date, it's a while. Yes, Mr. Traoré, a quick introduction. Then we will get into in-depth about the GDC. Great. In the local language of your choice and also a little bit in English.
Yeah, wonderful. My name is Mohamed Traoré, and I greet you, and I greet my party leader and Secretary General, Honorable Mama Kandeh. I greet Honorable Abdoulaye Jallow and all the GDC militants who, at all levels, every opportunity they have, they want to serve this country, they want to serve their party. So I greet all of you. I greet every Gambian. So what is here today is to talk to the nation. So that is exactly what we are going to do. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Jallow, Mr. Traoré and Mr. Jallow. Mr. Jallow, we would look at it first. Arguably, people would say that GDC was one point in time among the US party. Looking at the 2016 elections, within a short while, some people would say GDC was the change maker in 2016. What is Mr. Jallow's take? And what is GDC's official position when it comes to that? A party that was established close to the election year, or even in an election year, be part of the change makers, or even orchestrated the change. What is GDC's perception, and what is Mr. Jallow's perception?
Thank you, Mr. Badji. GDC, as everyone knows, had played the biggest role ever in the history of the Gambia, changing the history of the Gambia, pushing our ex-president Yahya Jammeh out Honorable Kande played a very big role, a significant role. Looking at his 17% that he had, or that the GDC had in the 2016 elections, had it been he had not just separated himself and stood on his own feet to say, no, I am not going to join the coalition, no, things would have been looking different today. Okay. Because he was there, he could take all these members that he had, they were from the APRC. Okay. And if you look at it very closely, the other parties were there for 22 good years. They couldn't even earn a member of the APRC. But Kande had the opportunity, he had the intelligence, he used his own experience to take all those people, the 17% that came to that voted for him, from the APRC. And we know all what happened during the impasse. Yes. And he played a role that so many people do not know today. Because I think he went up to the State House. Absolutely. In those days, and he spoke to the ex-president. And had it been he had agreed to say no elections were not fair, then we would still have had a Jammeh here. Yeah, because three contenders. Yes, three contenders. This is not fair. Then would have been another scenario today. Okay. But he said no, I am not going to say that, because he was asked to say, asked to tell the people that the elections were not fair. He said no, this is the will of the Gambians. Gambians have decided. So therefore, I would also say yes to those who, the 43% that voted for the other political parties. Okay. Yeah. Indeed. So would you still agree? So, or and you have a different perception? To now, you were the change makers. We were the change makers, and today also we start the same position. That is, you're talking about 2026. We are coming about 2026. Okay. Today we still even feel stronger than even before. Why and how? Why? Because we know exactly what is coming up. The wave of supporters, the wave of people that is coming up to the GDC on a daily basis is just huge, and we are very comfortable at the moment. But very comfortable. We will come to that on the other part. But there are so many arguments. Yes. Mr. Tarawale, we know very well that the GDC, like I said, not only made change, but in 2017, they've gotten 5 National Assembly members. 2018, put up ward councillors. Yes. In fact, was one of the political parties that won out of the 8 administrative areas a seat that was in North, CRR North. This is something that people would say it's a major achievement. What is your take as far where the young people, or where Gambians extremely seeing GDC as a better successor of Jammeh, or what? 17% of the votes, 5 National Assembly members in 2017, 1 chairperson in North Bank, in CRR North, and numerous ward councillors. Was it about trust, or it's about because they were new, it was a perception?
Okay, this was what we had. We were at the time, the Gambians are tired of a system that failed them. And here comes a man who had so many energy, who has a vision for transformation, who answers the question of the Gambian people. And he came at a very interesting time. So what happened at the time was Gambian knew that Kande was the right guy, and they believe he can do the job. Okay. So, but then Kande, because of his strategic leadership, tried to look at the situation, analyze everything, because he is not selfish. He objected to get into a coalition, understanding that if we are not strategic as political parties in the Gambia, all of us going to one side, leaving the other side, we have to be, GDC has to be an invisible force to enable the Gambia to have change. Okay. So at that time, if Kande joined the coalition, it will have that 17%, there is much likelihood that it would have been gone to Jammeh. But the trust there, people trust him. Many people, APRC militant who lost hope in Jammeh and in APRC, saw GDC as the new confidence. So GDC did very well, Kandeh did very well. And what is happening is after the 2016 election, we are trying to reflect, and upon that reflection, we are better now as a party.
Okay.
We are stronger now as a party. So that's where I want to underline it, I want to circle it, to tell the people that we are still that party that reinforced change in the Gambia in 2016. That bright, handsome man, that intelligent and visionary leader you saw is the same person now with more experience and with much love for this country. And we are ready to win 2026 election, or we are ready to influence, we are ready to contribute to the government. Two things.
It's either you make it or you comprise. You be a composition of it.
We are going to make a government.
Indeed. Mr. Jallow,
yes.
What would you say for people that have a different perception or different thought that GDC and Honorable Kandeh were the traitors, that if they had joined the coalition, the margin could have been bigger? Because we had people saying that he should have joined because average Gambians had a common objective, and that was what Najame them. Jame must go. They came together as a party, GDC, or as parties, political parties and individuals. Mama Kandeh and Honorable Mama Kandeh and the GDC went alone. Yes, they had grabbed a good number of votes, over 105 votes, constituting of 17%. However, still, some people said if he had joined the coalition, the vote margin between APRC and the coalition 2016 could have been bigger. What is your take?
Actually, I'm somebody I wouldn't even like to talk about the coalition.
Okay.
For one good reason, I am completely disappointed.
Wow.
From that coalition.
Why?
Listening to the interview of our former vice president,
okay,
he gave at Peter Gomez, just about the MOU that they signed, a document that they signed, and all of them, all those political party leaders, none of them had the courage to stand in front of Gambians to tell them that we have signed this document. All said no, it was just a verbal agreement.
Yes. That was the
which is now turning to be something else, which means all of them have failed the Gambians, all of them have told the Gambians something that is not true.
Okay.
And this is that is the saddest thing in this country.
That's a break of trust.
And Kandeh not joining the coalition, most of those party leaders, afterwards, after the elections, they all came and we are thanking him for not joining the coalition. Because if it were not him, we would not have formed this. This government would not have come to be.
So you still with the belief
we are still,
if he had supported
yes,
them,
if he had supported, they knew.
Okay.
Immediately after that, they knew it was Kandeh who saved us.
Okay.
No. So therefore, I think he did the best. That was the best thing that he could have done.
Was it technically, politically awareness or politically dumbness? That because I know one time he propagated for an open Congress. Some of the people said a closed Congress in the primaries.
Yeah.
That, okay, why would you choose 10 from every region? They will come down. Was it fear factor that, okay, he was not popular, that people were not going to vote for him in 2016? Or was it a political intelligence that if I choose my 10, you choose your 10, Mr. Tarawale chooses his 10, I can influence from your 10?
There was already a game being played.
Oh, and he understand that?
He understood that is why he distanced himself.
Okay.
That is the only reason why he distanced himself. And secondly...
So would you call him 2 steps ahead of
No, but he was even mentioned to be the coalition leader, to lead the coalition. But he just told him his honest opinion.
Okay.
That he is somebody, when Kandeh promised Gambians that I would lead you only for 3 years, and then relinquish power and give it to others. Because he said what he has for Gambians, he cannot build it up in 3 years.
Absolutely.
So, and he doesn't want to lie to any Gambian. So this is why he said he couldn't lead the coalition.
So will you tell us that what is said today was what he said yesterday?
Exactly.
Let's look at...
But we are seeing this every day. All that Kandeh have said...
It's also possible in other countries, because we've seen in South Africa for years.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, but all that had been said,
yes,
or that he had been saying, everybody is saying is today.
So he has been vindicated.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. So munuto na neka. Munon na neka wa dañ ko munuto.
Munuñ ko def.
Munuñ ko.
Munuñ ko def. No.
askan bi yéen a ko déggandoor Mr Jallow mu ne honorable didn't just turn it because xamutoon ne moom mënutoon koo def waaye mu ne xamoon na ne lu mënutoon a nekk la mënuñ ko woon a def so regardless of moom o keneen kum si munti doon change cannot occur within 3 years but ñu bëri dinañ ne mënoon naa nekk because that was what was sold to the Gambians and a good number of them bought the idea ñu jënd ko ñu sànni karta but also ñu wër réew mi déggal leen ko yes along the line xëy na toog nañ si biir ñu réalise ne comme ñoom ni ñu ko waxee yaaxu bi dafa jéggi dayo fuñ ko xayma
waaye su génnatoon moom Kandeh si génnatoon because ñoom dañ ko waxoon ne dañ war a boycott the elections
yes
due to how much 13 points yi ñu leen to the IEC
yes
no without those points being amended ñoom dañoo boycott the elections
Yes.
but Kandeh said no I'm not going to go boycott the elections te either Jammeh likes it or not dina génn dafa wàcca
okay
so moom moo leen may even the courage because moom moo njëkk a génn around the country
yes
ñëpp gis ko ñëpp gis lu ko toppa si lañ soog a ñëw ñuy taxaw oyante ñu ñëw taxaw
change might occur
Yeah.
and if you don't go out you will not be part
yes
of the change
of course so fii lu fi xew rek te Kandeh la
déet
moo ko fi indi yes
askan bi yéen a ko déggandoo we will briefly look at development COVID challenges amut njëm kanam bi nga xamante ne amut ay teexa but first before teexa 2016 to date su doon doom la time bi war naa nekk di dugga si li nga xamante ne moom mooy school lan la GDC di wax ne lii mooy ñoom seen achievement as a political party
GDC liñ achieve tey I don't think ne any other political party achieve na ko
déet seen yéen nekkoon mu leen si nguur
nekkuñ si nguur it is not pour nga nekk si nguur moom laa la wax nii
waaw
gis na ñi nekk si nguur gi lu ñoo def loolu is not achievement
loolu la
ñoom achievement pour seen boppa waaye du pour réew mi
we will come to that firil boobu noonu soo pare firil ñu foofu noonu lan mooy yéen seen achievement ba pare den ñu doog koo méngale ak lu fi nekk te nga ne loolu du achievement
ñun suñ achievement mooy
waaw
luñ jot a def si réew mi
ok
there is not a single political party boo xam ne def na ko fi
lan ngeen def
liñ fi def rëy na
mooy lan
ñu ngi develop communities si ñu ngi support the hospitals
ok
ñu ngi support the youths
ok
ñu ngi leen a promote bu baax I mean you get support so many students up to university level
ok
you know.
soo ne yéen a ngeen support
Yeah.
lan ngeen nekk di def di ngeen nekk di build schools ndax di ngeen nekk di fail scholarship
Yes.
ndax di ngeen nekk di offer
ñu ngi-
private study classes
ñu ngi offer scholarships
ok
that we are doing up to university level
ok
you know. Personally I have over 16 students you know.
kon loolu laa la bëggoon a
So-
laaj mbaa lim bi bëri na yow yow yaa ngi
man
wax 16 and
personally
above.
yes man I have over 16 students
Okay.
then I have even partners in Europe yoo xamante ne ni helping others here
Okay.
you know ñoo xamante ne I don't even know how much sax fañ jóge you know or what they are what tribes they belong to you know seetuma kenn man xale rek laa
also ndax nekku leen tamit di support seen doomi parti rek
no I'm supporting people ñoo xam ne sax dama musu taxam sax seen parents.
Yes, but
They will just
they
hear my
are
name.
members of your party.
No. But they will just hear my name. Even in the village I am in Tanji, they will just hear my name and they would come with their kids. Fekk musuma leen a gis musuma leen a xam.
and is it a precondition
There's no precondition. No. I just see to ma gisee ne because I have to wait. I've just put some fu mu jaar nga seet ban façon family la.
I mean politically.
Yes, politically.
Whether pour nga join GDC. du
No.
precondition.
That is never a condition. Because bu doon condition la, can they do them the sampa ay boreholes somewhere for xamante ne xëy na in places yoo xamante ne sax even a GDC supporter nekku fa.
But dafa canvas.
No.
Vote canvas.
Why loolu is not canvassing for votes. Ma wax la benn story bu very anecdote bu suuti. Demoon na fi Lamin Babylon.
Wow.
Foofu la njëkk a sampa borehole.
Okay.
Today 200 families are connected to the borehole. Today. Waaye ñoom dañ taxaw ñu ne ko sa ndox mi dinañ si naan dinañ si tooga dinañ si sangu waaye duñ la sànni carte.
Yes. But that is after bu mu ko sampee ba
ba
pare.
fa mu koo sampee ba pare.
Waaw.
waaye loolu taxut ba léegi dat Lamin Babylon seen school bi mu ngay ñëwaat ba si Kandeh ne dañ bëgg a pour mu sampal leen borehole. And he's ready to do it. Samp ko pour ne moom pour boppam la. It's for the Gambian fi ko moom réew mi la gis Gambian si la gis.
Okay. you talked about borehole in fact sax ñu bëri loolu lañ wax.
waaw
ñu ne dafa mel ni seen parti bi.
waaw
ñun loolu
ñun si sampa borehole rek lañ nekk.
amoon na allegation si nga xamante ne déggoon nañ ko ñu ne in fact sax. some of the boreholes. water table bi du daan aaga fu mu war a aaga and therefore they were compromising. they were contemplating about the quality.
loolu góoradi la waaye léeg-léeg boobu political party si ñoo ko doon de sabotage because mënuñ koo def amuñ ene bi. te mënuñ ko. déedéet amuñ ñoo ñu ëppaale sax mënuñ koo def xaalis bi ma ne la lu ñu ëppaale wàllu seen poste la am.
déedéet soo ne mënuñ ko.
déedéet waaye seen gos am ene bi nekku fa.
ok I'm not question
ene bi moo fa nekkul waaye because under normal circumstances tey Gambia bi waroon na woon a teg fenn boo xam ne any village the smallest village waroon na amee borehole the minimum in this country.
But nag bul fàtte ne you're talking about almost li nga xamante ne moom mooy 12,000 square kilometers.
That's what I'm telling you. But how many villages do we have here?
Many.
How many houses do we have here?
Only the wards si boppam rek is 120 wards.
Yeah, 120 wards.
Yes.
Fu nekk mën nga jël 20,000 boreholes sax mën nga koo def with the money that is being lavished here in this country.
But bul fàtte ne ñun yàggaguñ we are a young country we are only 60 years.
Well, you are a young country but all our executives are millionaires today. We are a young country. I'm sorry. I don't want to talk about what they are doing. Yes. What we want to talk about is what GTC has for these people, for Gambians. Yeah. You know, the solution to all these problems that we are facing today.
What will be the solutions?
The solutions, if you have to talk about it now, we have set out one of the best manifestos. I wouldn't say the best, but one of the best manifestos in this country.
Okay.
You know, covering everything. Everything covering up. Because the system that we have today in this country, with this government, is like a dead body.
What makes it a dead body?
Because there is not a single organization, there's not a single ministry, there's not a single institution that is functioning as it should.
I don't understand that. Ministry of Health, almost all the districts am nañ léegi li nga xam ne moom mooy hospitals. You go to li nga xamante ne moom mooy fisheries. You go to agriculture. You go to.
Do you tell me I'm the hospitals nga ma wax?
Wow.
An empty building without drugs, without equipment. Do you call that a hospital?
It is because access la ñu don't complain.
Access to the hospital, you see a doctor, you have no medication. You have to be asked to even sometimes to go to do scanning somewhere else to pay even hundreds of thousands of dollars before you get the results. I don't think if you can call that a hospital.
How will you call it?
It's just a building, a mere building. Where you just go and chat with the doctors and go out.
They are building the biggest or one of the biggest on record, like they said.
The biggest at Farato.
Yes.
Let us see that one first.
Okay. Let's look at the ones that are already done.
The ones that are there, they should have gone and at least made some investment there, you know, and change everything that is in this.
Let's look at the ones we have on record.
Yeah, that's what
the
I'm saying.
GDP growth. ñu ne am na si biir réew mi compared to fu ñu nekkoon in 2016 ak léegi fu ñu nekk.
Wow.
Significantly koom-koom yi réew mi dafa jëm kanam. dafa am jëm kanam. and then loolu seen jamono la xew. Security kaaraange ñoo fi doon toog di jàmbat freedom of expression freedom of thought asil nañ ñu ko. and promote it. léegi nii gis nañ li nga xamante ne moom mooy in fact président di yónni representatives to take petitions from protesters. Don't you call this an achievement?
Protesters, if you've just seen it 2 days back or 3 days back, to other thing youths that were protesting.
But we've also seen a month ago, the president sent representatives to receive.
He had to, because he has no choice.
I don't understand. He's the
president. Has no choice. He has no choice.
Not to.
No, he has no choice.
So will you call that an achievement or not? Pour you, loolu du jëm kanam.
No, loolu du jëm kanam.
Réew mi nga xam ne doo daan mën a wax si mbooloo freely express sa boppa. You don't amutoon this type of platform to talk about national dialogue. Léegi nii last week dalal nañ fi ñeneen this week ñu ngi leen a dalal next week mën nañoo dalalaat keneen.
Waaw.
Xam nga
loolu on one part.
Yes.
On one part. Tey su ma fi amoon am na li ma fa waxtee balaa ma génn fii si biti nañ ma fekk foofu.
Non ma dégg ko ma ko de.
Waaw déeta ma la wax rek. Because this was going on. No. So the youth that we are just listen, because youth nga xam ne dañ leen arrest these days. They are fighting for you, fighting for me, fighting for, even for the president, fighting for the whole Gambia. Dañ bëgg a make sure ne these tariffs of data dafa wàcce si suuf. The Gambia is the most expensive data
was because
it is
pure had reduced. I think this is the
ak lu ñoo wàññi yëpp ñoo gën a seer.
ñoo gënoon na seerle.
ñoo gën a seer.
non ñoo gënoon na
compared to
seerle.
other countries.
waaw ñoo gënoon na seerle.
dañ wàññi ne rek.
waaw
te wàññi bi sax des na de. wàññi bi des na because I mean ñu ngoo squeeze dañu ngàcca every day. You know li ñoo jël si ñun that is too much.
Okay, we will come back. nañ xool once we talking about young people. naka nga gisee li nga xamante ne moom mooy di status quo because jamono boobu as young people ñun we always want to express ourselves oftenly people dañoo wax ne amuñu woon the opportunity to express ourselves and that is one of the reasons that instigated the change in 2016. léegi young people had social media platforms, they talk about things. In fact, there are a lot of such programs. Star TV is here, other TV stations are there. In fact, the availability itself of Star TV si boppam beneen achievement la because radio license lañ daan joxe. Time boobu noonu there were no private TV stations except they operate and online. Would you call this an achievement or not? And then if GDC is to be put in place or be part of the government like you say, what will you do to promote such achievements?
Okay, now,
Yes.
Look at these things you are talking about.
Yes.
Actually, if I'm talking about development, if we are talking about development, we are talking about real development. We're talking about access to healthcare,
Yes.
quality healthcare.
I like the word. You said access.
We are talking about access to affordable and quality education.
It's still there.
No, come on.
No, we will list it.
This,
Yes.
we have an outdated education system. We know that.
Okay.
Ask the young people. They go to school. They are labeling the amoeba. Go to China. Go to the Asian tigers and other countries around the world. They are building robots.
Yes. But we have USET here. now.
Let's talk about.
We have the
let's-
Brikama now School of Education converted to a university of its own. You have the Gambia College now in Basse.
Yeah.
This is promoting access.
The Gambia College in Basse. What is the affordability of education in Basse? The person, the farmer who, after cultivating groundnut, jai groundnut and bisa is a problem. Fofla mo send the kid to school. Koku nonu you build education for him. For njëriñut ko, what benefit does he have for him? He have to dafanyo set out how he is going to pay for the education for their kids.
No, why ñi ñoo daan bàyyi seen doom yi ñu ñoo combo ñoo struggle si Brikama College. Léegi you have the catchment area.
But
CRR, NB, LRR, URR si boppam. That place is closer to them.
est-ce que xam nga time boobu noonu jógee urban area jógee provinces ñëw fii nii def college education was more quality, was more affordable, and is better than today the accessible education you have in Basse. Look, when
Why
Jammeh
would you
was
say
here,
that? Because we didn't do that independent investigation or verification.
yeah,
Why?
I will come with points.
Yes.
You know, Jammeh, when he was here, at least was giving stipend to the college students.
Yes.
That is number one.
Yes.
There, some college students were going to school teaching and attending college. They will use their stipend, give it fees money at the home, or paying it for transportation. All of that make affordable easy, and it gives them ease in their hearts to be able to concentrate and do the look at our education. Look at the performance. Are people performing? What is the reason of all of that? Are we having teachers who have the love for the job, who acquiring the knowledge is easy for them, and they would go to the class and deliver easily? We are struggling. Finances for education, finances to educate yourself, and to deliver, for example, the teachers, to deliver it is a problem.
Okay.
So
if GDC is into office, what will you do different?
So what happened is GDC has this this very great system. We want to come forward, first digitalize the education system so that a lot of the burdens are sifted.
You're talking about expensive data.
Yeah, we are coming. No, we are coming. Okay. We have, for example, if the education has to be, what 3 years ago Kande said, let the tariff, the Pura is approving, is costly for the Gambians. So we are putting in mind that if that has to be, then internet will be cheap on us, will be accessible. People will have the access, and then education will be digitalized. When education is digitalized, number one, the burden is sifted.
Okay.
One major access can be connection. Connection can be cheap.
can be, but that will not make it cheap. How would you make it cheap if you put into office?
So how we are going to make it cheap? Number one, we must make sure that Pura look at connection as something that is a basic need of the Gambians. We are going to treat it as a basic need of the Gambians.
Okay.
So if we treat it as a basic need of the Gambian, we will not put on its unnecessary tariff. We will make sure it is affordable.
Well, remember, as a country, you need to survive because you are going to run an administration that is going to appoint people. And the GSM operators are major contributors to the finance arm of government.
That's right. But
so how, if you reduce everything, how will you get the money?
The GSM should not exploit the Gambians. There are certain tariffs we are going to put. GSMs will survive and Gambians will survive.
Okay.
So, but the problem here is bloated bonus. You want to make huge profit on the expense of the ordinary Gambians.
So to you, a GDC-led or GDC among an administration will make that change?
Will make sure that the system is regulated. It's very well regulated.
How would you regulate the system?
If how we are going to regulate it is make sure to pass policies, to create dialogues and investigations with experts to ensure that data can be accessible at a prices that will be very affordable.
Okay.
You know, yeah.
We will take that affordability.
But I want to add one point.
Okay.
I want you to if for example the government people are listening to this interview.
Absolutely, I confirm that. I don't know who, but I know they're listening.
And you want to tell us to accept these things as major advancement. You know, trust me. When there was a time the Gambia and Singapore are at the same level. But
what are the available resources in Singapore? Are they in the Gambia?
But look, Gambia,
Singapore is a country, small country that finds itself within like what they call economic hubs.
Yeah.
So they use the opportunity of the river and be the market.
Singapore created that.
Gambia couldn't have done that.
By innovative leadership, Singapore created that.
Even if we brought the same president to lead the Gambia, how would he tap those resources within the sub-region of considering our neighbors?
This was this you will agree. Many European leaders say he transformed the Singapore to be an Asian tiger. People think that he is a role model. So obviously, the point is Gambia could be transformed, and it can be transformed in major ways with the sea, for example. So these are resources that we can tap onto to build this country to make it better. So we are not talking about allowing people to come. Hungry people are at the media speaking, for example, going home knowing that you are going to bed hungry.
Yes.
Hungry people at the media knowing that when their child go to school, they are not learning anything that makes sense.
No, they are.
They are. No, come on.
It's the same schools that we went.
But you see, this is the same school I went. That is right. But I know it can be better.
I like that.
Today
it can be better.
Today I am competing with people in the US.
Absolutely.
Today I am so they have more advanced education than I. So they have the ability to compete more than me.
Okay. So we will come back to you, Mr. Jallow.
Yes.
We were looking at what GDC led or GDC being part of an administration will do.
Yeah.
We've talked about expensive data. He talked about digitalization.
Yes.
I know the son or daughter of a poor person, where we are considering the conditions of data now, that young people are getting to the street to protest. I will not object digitalization. But what would a GDC-led administration propagate? If the system is wrong, what system will you bring on board that can be better than the system that is available?
First and foremost,
yes,
the GDC is going to promote agriculture, to transform agriculture.
Arguably, they would say the president gave tractors.
After taking away over 1,000 tractors from farmers and you give them 50, you have given something? Let's not talk about that one.
It's arguable.
No, because when Jammeh left, he had given over 1,000 tractors to farmers. And these tractors were seized from those farmers and then sold away.
By a commission.
By a commission,
yes,
which should have not been. Instead,
by a commission.
But I mean, by a commission, whoever had done that.
The commission?
Yeah, but it was wrong.
Okay. But now it's the executive.
I mean, if you want to promote agriculture, you cannot cut those tractors from the farmers and then sell it away. I mean, if I give you something for the studio today, and somebody else comes tomorrow and says, no, we have to take it, and you have to start struggling again for other equipment. That's wrong.
Yeah,
you cannot take 100,000 tractors from from farmers and you give them 50, you say you have given them something. That's still minus 950.
But it's still continuing, because we had the interview conducted by the deputy spokesperson, said this is just the beginning.
And I could tell you that is the end. Let them do something. You know, if anything, if government does something good, we should all say thank you.
Absolutely.
I mean, we cannot sit here because we're in opposition parties that we only sabotage. No. Whatever they do, we want to see this country advance to the highest heights. We are not here to sabotage any government.
Absolutely.
But to make sure that Gambia has all opportunities, Gambians have all opportunities to live in the best possible way that people are expecting.
So how would you do it?
That's what I'm telling you.
Yes.
The first thing that we're going to do is to concentrate. We are going to put more in agriculture.
Okay.
To transform agriculture in the newest techniques that are available.
Okay.
And you know, we are the luckiest country in this whole continent.
Why?
To have such a country.
Why?
They have a river flowing from east to west.
Yes. Okay.
You know, over how many kilometers?
Absolutely. Almost 12,000.
Over 12,000.
Yes.
We need in this country, this Gambia needs, after making our studies.
In fact, studies has also shown that half of it is fresh water.
Okay. After making our studies, the Gambia needs only 40 kilometers of waters to be self-sufficient in food. Only 14 kilometers. That could survive the whole country without us buying rice from outside.
But yes. So what would you do before I come to the next thing?
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
You know, we could transform agriculture. That it will end. Kande is not going to tell, or GDC is not going to say, when it comes to takes up over the mantle of leadership, to say that we are going to reduce the bag of rice to $1,400 or $2,000. We cannot say that.
Because they cannot.
We can't, because it's not being produced here.
Yes.
But we can say that within a scope of 2 or 3 years, we can bring down a bag of rice even up to $500.
How?
Yeah, by
investing.
No
lands.
They have enough lands. That's what I'm telling you. We have enough lands.
Communal lands. The lands belong to the community, most of them.
We work with the community.
Okay.
You cannot go. It's not. I mean, when you work with the community. It doesn't belong to you.
Yes.
And that is the something that I even wanted to give here.
Yes.
That we have to work on land reforms.
Okay. How? Because the minister talked about that.
Yeah, the minister talked about that, spoke about it, but we have to take it very seriously.
How?
In the sense that we have to demarcate this whole country.
Okay. Redemarcate, because the country is already
redemarcate.
Yes.
However, redemarcate. You know, all these small villages.
Yes.
You know, there are villages that you have only 2 people living there until they're calling them. No, this is no, this is serious. You know, we could pack all these people together and just build very good, affordable houses for those people, and turn it over there and demarcate the land, grassland, agriculture, you know, and for living.
Mr. Jallow, people would say, as an administration, considering the Gambia's budget base and our economical status, where would we even get the money to build those affordable housing as you're talking about for those people that are village alcalos or village influential people? Where would we get the money to do that?
If government can get for each, how do you call it, National Assembly member, a vehicle over 3.5 million, you know.
It was already in the budget.
That's what I'm telling you. They can put that also in the budget.
How? Because
by putting more into agriculture, because you cannot just take 2.5% of your budget and say this for agriculture.
But you
the
have
minimum
priority areas. Health is a priority. Education is a priority. You talked about that.
That's what I'm telling you. These are things that we have to take very seriously.
So you're
and
telling
this
us
is
that
GDC-led
administration.
We have to concentrate in on agriculture.
Yes.
You know, because this is where we can boost our economy, where we could create jobs and industries. You know. This is where we can have that. Then we would also want to stop vegetables coming from Senegal to here.
But did you make a research on the demand base?
We have to, yeah, because people are not investing in agriculture.
No,
people are not putting anything. No, because the thing is, when you travel from here to Basse, you see on the empty land, nothing on it grow.
Only Bakau here, there are gardens.
Bakau is not enough. Bakau is so small, you cannot even feed Bakau itself, So you cannot expect Bakau to feed the whole Gambia, So that's what I'm saying. No, it cannot feed the rest of the Gambia,
So a GDC-led administration, you said they would put more budget
on agriculture.
And where? Because if you put more budget on agriculture, you are reducing other areas. Security might go down.
These are important factors because we should not play with it.
Yes. So could you list us like 5 areas that are going to be top priority areas of GDC? You've mentioned agriculture.
Agriculture.
Yes.
Education. Health. Security. No. These are 4 main that we have today as the most important, our priority.
How long would it take if Gambians are to entrust you with mountain of leadership? First 10 years, first 5 years, or first what?
Give us 3 years.
But how?
Give us 3 years.
I don't understand that for 3. I'm not even understanding.
Yeah, because the thing is, yes, because not 5 years. Give us 3 years.
No,
Then you will see the changes.
How? Explain it to them. Because what will you do in 5 years that the current administration couldn't do in 8 years? What the previous administration didn't do in 20 years?
The current administration could have done all that in 1 year.
How?
The amount of monies that were pumped into this country.
But they had areas of interest.
Yes, areas of interest.
Money, I dictate where you put it.
Areas of interest that were interest in their pockets, most of it, and not to the Gambian people.
You talked about security is your priority area. They made the security service reform. For the first time, we get a security policy that is guiding the armed force. It's not an achievement.
Why do we still have the economic forces here?
They will answer the question when You talk about education. They've built, you said, GTTI has been transformed from a polytechnic to a university.
Yeah,
the Gambia College has been transformed to university.
Yes.
And this is going to promote more graduates, and it means more employment opportunities.
What GDC is going to do is we are going to promote compulsory education and free education.
Free.
Compulsory and free.
Yes, compulsory, I agree.
And free education.
That is the word I'm wondering.
And free education.
Did you know how many enrolled students do we have per annum?
It doesn't matter.
Of course,
we have to be ready for it.
How?
You have to put more.
You're talking about when you said free. Do you mean from primary?
From primary. In fact, we are going to take even the youth or the kids from their mother's womb.
ECD.
From the mother's womb, when the mother conceives, from there we will take up the child, that the mother would not even pay any hospital bills.
No, but of course they have done that through the how do they call it, the health insurance policy.
Health insurance.
They are sampling some schools, some hospitals rather. I know some hospitals like community hospitals and public hospitals, like the one Jame Foundation, called how do they call it, Bundung Child Health and Maternal. They said that, and then during the
we are saying in general throughout the whole country. I'm not talking of only one sector.
No, I'm mentioning that one because that is the one I had.
Because this is where we're going to start from.
Okay.
But
can development be overnight? They said development is a process.
You have to have the willpower to do that. You have to have the love and commitment for your country people.
Okay.
It is not about money. It's not everything.
Okay. Now, let's look at this part before we will get to.
Yeah.
The country has gone through a portion where people had cried a lot about access to information. This administration came and not make it only a pronouncement, but make it a law. It has given the Gambians the privilege through an act of parliament called the Access to Information Act. How would you measure this? This is a significant achievement. The administration have been celebrating. They've hosted the OIC, something that the Gambians had been yearning for. Extended our road networks, widened it. It hosted, of recent, some other international fora, putting the Gambia in the world map with a better face. How would you measure this?
It is indeed very sad when you want to mention the OIC.
What makes OIC sad?
Because it was a complete failure.
what was a failure? Was it the development process?
The development process,
project?
the
Was it
development
hosting?
process, I wouldn't say any. The hosting was even was
How many head of states came?
6 out of how many?
Astaghfirullah. Who said 6?
No, 6 came.
Head of state?
Yes, 6 or even less than that. 6 came.
The videos are there.
Yes. Others may be representatives, but no other state was there. 6 came. No, because the OIC, the project was not even ready by the time they were here.
Part of it.
Because where is the hotel that was supposed to be built?
Part of it was not ready.
Part of it was not. But why? How many years? After how many years? The roads are still not ready.
The main road was ready.
No, the main road was not ready.
Battle Harding Highway?
Was not ready. Part of it was ready.
Yes.
The other part
I
is
agree with you.
part of it was ready.
Yes.
Yeah. The only part that was ready is where they knew the guests were going to come out pass that way.
But that was what was missing.
Yeah, but that's not. That's not the purpose of the OIC.
Okay.
They should bring development to this country.
Mm-hmm.
I know for sure. The president would possibly cross this road only once in a month or two, and I'll be crossing here maybe 20 times in a month.
Absolutely.
So if development is there, I would be more happy than even the president.
Because you will be using it.
I will be using it often than the president.
Absolutely.
But the roads are not ready. Gambians have to be very serious. It's not about sabotaging or saying bad to the people or government. I don't like that.
Yeah.
Because what is important is how should we come and help each other to make sure that we succeed in this country. We don't want any failure in this government.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But
because the success of this
government is
the
our
success of the people.
Absolutely.
And
So
whatever
therefore,
development they do, they will leave it even where they're
Yeah.
living, and people will continue to enjoy that. Because I kept saying, some of us has gone through schools that Sadauda and his administration has actually made happen. Some of the people had gone through schools that former President Jammeh and co had made happen.
Yeah.
And some people are currently going to school and will continue their schooling even whilst this administration was no more there. I would agree with that.
No.
Finally, if people are to do a selection, in fact, first, would GDC have a candidate? I think that should have
do you ask about that?
Yes, because I've had people talking about things. People talking about, in fact, already we heard about the United Democratic Party calling for people to show their interest for flag bearership. We didn't hear anything from GDC. Will GDC?
We already have our flag bearer. We already have our president, the next president of this country, come 2026.
How would you do that? Let's assume you're going to put up Honorable Mama Kande as a
He
candidate.
is going to be, it's no question.
Yes. How would he win? The current administration had a coalition backend. NRP is there and other political parties.
Those are dead parties, please.
What?
Yes.
5 National Assembly members dead?
They are dead parties.
5 National Assembly members?
You cannot go and just melt your party into any order.
No, but we saw what they did during the National Assembly elections.
We saw it.
They sweep some polls.
They swept some polls, yes.
APRC is backing them. We saw they also took some polls.
Thank GDC.
Thanks to?
GDC.
APRC sits?
Yes. Thanks to GDC.
I don't understand that.
Yeah.
I wish we have.
If
I knew we could have started there.
Yes, thanks to GDC.
Okay. But now, why would you? It's still they have backends. You have the likes of GPDP. All those political parties are
GPDP. Okay, 2-member party. Yes.
What makes it 2? They went on Congress.
Yes.
We were there. We covered the Congress.
Yes.
Yes. They had representatives across all regions.
All the structures.
I don't know the structures. I know the representatives
anyway,
of the Congress.
let's be more serious. I think GDC, as to what we are seeing today, is feeling or is getting even stronger than ever before.
How?
How is the number of people that are registering themselves, our membership is growing.
Yes.
Day in, day out.
Okay.
The membership of the GDC is growing day in, day out.
Okay. Because
and
there are
now
young people coming. Some will align to the GDC.
Yeah,
but
so
some
many.
will align to other parties.
Yes, to other parties. That is, of course, you cannot expect everybody to come to your party.
Yes.
But we know the number that is coming to us, as I told you just before, earlier on, that we are comfortable with that number.
And you think it's a winnable number?
It is a very good number. It could make us win the next summer elections.
How if you are to bring Honorable Kande, how is he going to be? Is it going to be, are you going to lobby for a coalition? Because already the existing leadership comprises of a coalition of number of parties.
Yes. Coalition, we wouldn't say we don't want to form a coalition with any other party. We are even talking to political parties.
Okay.
Because we already have a set of, a team that is going out and talking to other political parties to form coalition.
Yes.
You know, and others are also talking to us.
Okay.
You know. So therefore, it is, we have our open arms there, and everybody's invited to come to the GDC.
Okay.
You know, all political parties are invited, including that of the present government, the NPP. You know.
I'm not going to go to that.
Yeah, okay.
Yes. 5 minutes at your own convenience. People are listening. Some of them are voters. Tell them why they will vote for, why will they vote for JDC, and what will you do, and why Honorable Kande, now that he confirms that he is going to be your candidate, why will Honorable Kande be the best among the known and the unknown yet candidates?
So, prices of commodities are skyrocketing. We know it is very hard for the hardworking Gambians. We know that the security is not so good as we want it. People are complaining. We know that young people are investing a lot of their time into gambling. We say these are the future of the country. If this country has to be good, it is these people. We have people who are scammers all over, scamming Gambians, hard-working Gambians. So many things is going on in the international level. We are not seen as a country that is so vibrant. So people, when they are making partnership with us, when they are making deals with us, they look at us as a desperate country who can take anything it has. So we are never seen as an equal partner. So the party that answers that question, that challenges, whether it's education, whether it's health, whether it's the economy, I think it is GDC. Let me tell the Gambian one thing. We say it in our national pledge, it is the combination of government and people working together in unison and harmony that lead us to the progress that we all desire. GDC, this is what we want to champion. Recently, you have seen the us and them, the government seeing themselves as us, with power seeing themselves as us, and seeing the ordinary Gambians as them. You see how the protesters were treated. When the simple thing they were demanding for all Gambians, the ordinary Gambians, is just affordable data. You see how the things ended up. But I think we deserve better, the Gambians deserve better. So GDC want to offer this. And you see, GDC, part of the achievement we have, finally, is that GDC, we spend more than 300,000 to clean a waste system at Banjul. We did that at the Banjul gutters.
People can arguably say that is the responsibility of the municipality.
Yeah, that is
or the local government authority.
Yeah, but then
it's the city council that is responsible.
Yeah.
Why did GDC do it?
But GDC believe that if you look at our party manifesto, we are telling you that the responsibility of moving this country forward is both individual, institutional. So as an institution, political institution, we have a responsibility.
Okay.
Do you think we are a people who are lazy, who want to say have a lot of expectation and say the Gambia government deliver it?
No.
Barrow deliver it?
No.
We want to take responsibility of the development of this country as a serious political party.
So you want to be still showing yourself in position that we can, even before people trust you to be there.
Yeah, and you talk about
So would it not be in the reverse? When people put you there, would you also not feel that, like, I've also contributed my part, now it's time for me to chop?
No, so the thing is...
Have you seen that? People during political time, they will give you, even if you demand for water.
Then
they can provide it. Once they are in office,
yeah,
they will tell you,
yeah, we've already invested a lot in trying to build this country. If we are so desperate to do that, then we will go and do a coalition with any political party or with NPP. We have ministerial position and we keep enjoying like other parties what they did. You see.
So with GDC, it's not about position; it's about the Gambian
This
people.
is not about position and wealth creation. We see politics as a means to serve the people, and they say the most important office in democracy is the office of the citizen. So we GDC, we want to serve the citizen at all costs, and that is what Mama Kandeh is doing. Right now, he is supporting young writers have access to facilities where they can launch their books, you know, contributing to literature, even without being in government yet. So, but I would love to say this. You know, I want the Gambians to start seeing things this way. These people, we are paying tax. Yes. Even if you go to the shop, you are paying tax.
Absolutely, indirect tax.
You are paying indirect tax. So this tax money, do you know a lot of these road projects are projects from our development partners? They are not taxpayers' money.
But also, would you agree that this administration have significantly improved people's income by increasing their salaries beyond 3 times?
Yeah, at least that is commendable.
Okay.
That is really commendable.
Okay.
So, but we can do better than that, and GDC is prepared to do better than that.
And if elected, they are willing to champion, because we see people who are very good advocates, they are very good activists, but once they are in office, they do the reverse.
Okay, I would, you know, if there was time, I would kind of go through this document where GDC...
I don't follow blueprints a lot. Do you know why? Because I read different manifestos, and then I don't see people...
It's not about manifesto.
This is not a manifesto. This is not a blueprint. This is our nationwide projects.
Okay.
What we achieve...
We have barely 5 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. And then we will want to come to Mr. Jallow.
Yes.
But, Mr. Jallow, indeed, a good number of issues, and I believe voters are listening.
Yes.
In the local language a little.
Okay.
Waxtaan nañ ci li nga xamante ne moom mooy GDC wane ngeen seen taxawaay. leen tax a jóg. waaye leen na Gambien si léegi dafa mel ni dañ bëreetul yaakaar si politicien soo waxee xam nga liñ laa wax li la fi ñuy diggoon bañ toog buñ toogee ak li ñoo jëf ñii loolu lañ laa dig ndax sax jar nañu wecci su fekkee ne ñëpp dañoo ñëw diggee benn mbir mi.
Loolu is very interesting, Mr. Badji, because GDC musuta dig kenn dara.
binda kañ diggee la.
waaw binda diggee la li ma la wax mooy. GDC musuta si project si ñoo establish yëpp. amut feeñ fuñ dem ba nit ñoo Kandeh ndox lañ soxla. wala Kandeh lii lañ soxla mu ne li ne la ko mu ne waa de lu war a ne dégg naa. te su la ne dégg naa dafa make sure ne within 2 days 3 days lu jot nga ko. waaye du naa la dinaa ko def. te li ñu ji di fonne dafa tuuti wut. ku la mun a may ndox. kooku mel na la lu nekk si àdduna. because amul dara looy def it ak wota. waaw joxe jotaw nga te lim spend over 140 boreholes nga def ko si Gambia bi ak amount of money that we spend is over $70 million. loolu xëjoon na feneen si parti bi. mënoon nañoo jëm ñu campagne ko. possibly.
waaw ndax léegi tamit nekkutoon
non loolu dañ ko def we are doing it for Gambians. we are not because demuñ ci seen ñoo xam nañ sa fii ok duñ seet ne fii stronghold yi UDP la stronghold yi NPP la we just do it for communities ñoo xam ne dañ ko deserve dañ ko bugga dañ ko soxla.
so the assessment is not on party line.
non just pour askan bi rek la. li askan bi soxla loolu la ñoo def. parce que bu di GDC buñ demee ba jël nguur gi ñëpp la ñoo ruul. ñëpp a see bokk. du NPP or du UDP or du doy rek a fa nekk. everybody
du foofu
ne ñëpp a see bokk. te ñun ñëpp lañ si bugg a boole. te mun naa laa wax leena maa ngi jógee ak Kandeh Honorable Kandeh just last week from Ghana to this All African Parties Summit. Something interesting liñ fa discover liñ fa realize ne lii definitely madama yaakaar ne bu dee establish nañ ko in all African countries ñëpp dina si njëriñoo. xëy na am nañu ko def like a country in like Ethiopia. seen nguur gi tey ñoom li ñu def mooy all other political parties jël nañ ku nekk si ñoom at seen leader bi ñu dugal la si lifin bi si government bi ñu jox la ministerial post. xam nga so united with all of those people you have an easiest way to develop the country.
waaw bon nag léegi luñ la dee wax su ñëpp di éeg am koy gas. ñi di suul
waaw loolu gis nañ ko fi xam nga
da ngaa jël ñi laa booleel gas.
déedéet
but finally. waxtu mu ngi ñoo xool.
ok
let's assume Gambien si elect li nga xamante ne moom mooy GDC elect nguur bu GDC bokka coow li ñaari mbir la constitution wala loi bi nga xamante ne benn dafa jénnee loi bi nga xamante ne moo fi nekk si wàllum sànni karta di raw gàddu majority takes the poll ñu introduce li nga xamante ne moom mooy percentage based voting but also ñu introduce a mandate. Honorable Kandeh is not here but yaa ngi fi. What is GDC's stake si ñaar yi nii.
Two-term limit.
Term limit?
Two-term limit. You are 100% in for that.
But whether you would put it if elected.
Of course, yes, we have to.
Because this is
No,
the same thing.
no.
The current administration is 100%.
No, we are 100%. We are 100% in for two-term limit.
And even if you don't change the constitution and you're elected.
The constitution is going to be amended.
No, you might not necessarily get the.
No, because li xew mooy amuñ constitution ba léegi. We still have the 1997 constitution.
Wow.
So this is where we could just go and amend everything.
Okay.
Just for a new constitution.
Okay.
Just need to amend it.
Oh, absolutely.
Why this two-term limit and 50+1 is absolutely loolu moo war a am.
Ndax suñu leen tànnee di ngeen ko def.
Of course we are going to do that.
Other issue. Political parties are government in waiting. Is Gambia ak yeneen réew yi political parties yi ñooy struggle seen bopp amul subsidy amuñ finance from the government.
Waaw.
te gëm nañ ne bokk na si mandarga yu baax yi démocratie nguur dafa war di jël nu moo jëlee xaalis pour jàppale yeneen bànqaas yi noonu la war a jëlee xaalis pour jàppale political parties yi pour ñu mun a make sure ne seen campagne dinañ am campagne finance bu jógee ko si nguur pour mu jàppale parce que ñoom it lu gaay am dañoo ut. Whether if people put you into office, will you introduce that? In fact, what's your take force about that before whether you put it on?
I mean, Lulu is xam nga man dama fii la maa ngi Gambia fi ne waaye I had been abroad for almost 32 years, in Germany. So whatever you tell me loo xamante ne is democratic dama la ne ànd naa si. It's a system.
No, waxuma déedéet. It's not Mr. Jallow la ñu la. GDC la ñu la.
GDC moom laa la wax ne GDC dafa nekk parti boo xamante ne dafa ñëw pour wecci.
Okay.
Everything. doxini Gambia doxini démocratie si Gambia dañ ko bëgg a wecci. te lii dafa bokk si suñ manifesto. You know, these are things to xamante ne is already embedded in our manifesto. Dinañ ko change dinañ ko wecci. If into office two-term limit we must fix. You know, two-term limit. 50+1 we are in for it.
Political party financing?
Political party finance, I mean, we can look into that.
Okay.
You know, because, I mean, I'm going to because I'm going to talk yow kenna, because nekulo for yow kenna, because these are things so need, the National Assembly has to also vote for it.
Absolutely.
You know, but we can push for it.
Okay. Finally, the Public Order Act has been a cry for people outside government, and it has been the tool for people inside government to use against the people outside the government. If GDC is elected into office, what is going to be GDC's take on the Public Order Act?
Just as I told you, GDC is coming to be the new face of the Gambia. Lep lo xamantene ni dina indi dal si réew mi dinañ ko def.
Public Order Act mun naa ase fitna de.
dootu indi fitna
du jéggi dayo.
déedéet du jéggi dayo xam nga nit ki dafa nekk just ni ko traîner.
ñëwuloo
pour yaaxa xam nga dafa am loo xamante ni man tey soo ma joxoon place ma gis ne place bi ma ngi ko yaaxa wala nit jóge si biti mu wax ma ne yow Mr. Jallow yaaxa nga fii dara on a normal circumstances dama war a resign straight away du ma toog foofu de xaar yes I should.
mus nga ko dégg si Gambia.
waaye dafa war a am
foog na docteur Sidat Diop rek laa ko fi dégg.
waaye dafa war a am soo defutee lu baax génn fa soo ko mënutee demal you don't have to waste your time or waste our time because lii moo tax bi léegi réew mi mënut a dem. That's the only thing.
Finally. Dinañ waxtu xoj nañu ñu thank the technical team but dinañ leen bàyyi ngeen wrap up. I know time is the greatest enemy but finally what would you have to conclude?
Yeah, I thank all the listeners and I don't have quite much to say. Just to tell you everybody that you vote for GDC 2026 and the promise is we are going to make a government. We are going to be the government or we are going to be part of those who make the government.
Thank you very much. Mr. Jallow, finally.
Finally, maa ngi jaajëfal tamit suñ déglukat yi seetaankat yi di gërëm suma party leader Honorable Mama Kandeh ak all those that supported us to be here because dañu tànn ñu indi ñu fi. tànn suñ boppa.
Absolutely.
di wax déglukat yi rek ne seetaankat yi ne GDC dina ñëw pour wecci this country. li fee dox yëpp gis nañ ko te li GDC defagum ñëpp gis nañ ko teg na si bët te dinañ def lu ko raw we are prepared for that.
Indeed comme ni ma ko waxee pàcc bi ni ñu ngi dalaloon ñi nga xamante ne moom mooy GDC political bi nga parti bi nga xamante ne wane na boppam si biir réew mi ne du political party bu ndaw and then when it comes to opposition political party di def certain development projects du ma ne ñoo ko fi jiitu waaye ñun de si suñ jamono si ñoom lañ ko njëkk a gisee parce que xam nañ ne si taarix dégg nañ lu mel ni PDOIS di fi build ay schools di fi create li nga xamante ne moom mooy ay newspaper waaye opposition party di sampa booxul opposition party di get to the level of even making some communal bridges pour nit ñi am seen jàllukaay mu yomba loolu ñun de si suñ jamono si GDC lañ ko njëkk a gisee kon suñ ñëwee dalal leen fii dalal nañ political party bi nga xamante ne mu ngi contribute waaram si li nga xamante ne moom mooy yóbbu réew mi kanam bon ñu jaajëfal tamit ñaar ñi nga xamante ne ñoom ñoo nangu pour ñëw fii di Mr Jallow ak Mr Tarawale pour nangul ñu li nga xamante ne moom mooy mbir mi xam naa ne fàtte nañ te ñu ngi tëj waaye next time suñ leen dalalee nañ la te tamit seen taxawaay si jàppale jigéen ñi ak dooleel jigéen ñi lan moo si seen position parce que amoon na benn time bi nga xamante ne in 2018 ñoom ñoo génn na put up li nga xamante ne moom mooy female candidates si local government elections bi the records are still in the with the IEC so loolu su ko askan bi bëggee challenge they can go there and check kon therefore soo dalalee façon political party boobu war ngaa mun a jaaraa tuuti si taari ba jaajëfal di technical team for the good image the audio ak li nga xamante ne moom mooy the entire management but finally gërëm ki nga xamante ne moom mooy suma jabar di Jeene Baba Pullo si sanse bi ak solal bi ak toppatoo bi ñu ngi leen a jël seen wàccuwaay until we come your way next week stay safe and continue conversation about the Gambia and continue talking about the well-being and betterness of the Gambia. I am your host Kausu Baji. Until we come your way, bye bye.